The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop it.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Dolphins 0. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
2 now on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A run with Huntley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A quick toss outright, and he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And that's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
6-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Dolphins 7. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier tackled at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 14, Dolphins 7.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To Johnson again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going for... He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Huntley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Huntley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, Miami.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 17-yard
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it here with Huntley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Huntley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st down, Huntley, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
For Houston.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the run, it's Huntley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Quick throw complete to Hurd. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Again, it's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Returnable for Grant. Now a hit and a loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards finds the pickup there, and it's a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the tackle.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Back to throw, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
15-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up grit and see what happens.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 24, Dolphins 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go again with Huntley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 28, Texans 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
2-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He's letting this one go for 4. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
But if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Tua. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
They'll run on first down. Huntley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The 20. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 11. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Texans 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 27, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made by
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 10.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And the Dolphin first down.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. He's back to throw. This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Thrown away and incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans.
On now the Miami field goal unit. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. One final try for Tagovailoa. Now in desperation. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dante Pettis finding the end zone on the game's final play.
Dolphins 41.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Texans, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.